Hi guys, happy Friday. Today I want to talk to you about something. I want to talk about hair. And if you've been here for a minute or longer, you know that I am very bipolar about certain things, and hair is one of them. And I will go to the extreme of having my hair almost completely shaved off to wanting to grow it out, and then going back and being disgusted and having them cut it all off again. So right now we are going down this rabbit hole of me growing it out. I went back in the bank account to try to find out when my last haircut was because it was a disaster. And when I see pictures of myself, of that last haircut that I had, it was not a good look. And I'm not going to pretend it was, because it wasn't. And all I could do was just let it grow out a little bit. She shaved the sides of my hair, or the sides of my head, so much, it just wasn't even feminine. And if I am one thing in this world, I'm a girly girl. And it was completely not feminine. And I have a skin cancer on my scalp here that can get pretty ugly, and it was showing once she cut my hair. I know you can't just hide it up and ignore it, but for now, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm thinking my last haircut must have been end of June, first part of July, maybe. And I mean, it was... Go back and look at some of the videos from this summer if you're interested. My hair was ridiculously short. I mean, she scalped me. I'm not sure it was her fault because I kept going in there for more and more haircuts, and she only did what I asked, but I got carried away. And I think, part of that is once you've lost all your hair, like during chemo or whatever, it's not that big a deal. Like, you have a short haircut. It just is what it is, and your hair's going to grow back. And once you have lost all of it and it does grow back, then it's like, yeah, I can have a short haircut for a while. I can sport that again for a while. So my thumbnail is what I am, as the young people say, manifesting. That's the haircut that I want. I want it to just completely keep going silver, which it is in certain spots. In certain light, it looks more silver than with color. I don't know why that is, but I'm not going to put any dye on it. I'm not going to put any bleach on it. I'm just going to try and keep it healthy with oils. I've been looking at YouTube videos of people who have grown out their pixies. And the number one thing, well, there's two things. One I cannot do. The number one thing that they recommend is to let it air dry and then put a hat on during the bad stage of it growing out. Because I've done this before and it's brutal. So I'm ready. And another reason why I want to grow it out is because it kind of hides on the older woman, in my opinion. The jowls and the turkey thing that you get, hair will kind of disguise that. And another thing that they were recommending highly on these YouTube videos is to not wash your hair every day. And I don't know if it is my DNA or if it is the time that I grew up in the 70s. We washed our hair every day. They're saying, not to do that. And I've tried not to wash my hair every day. Dry shampoo, if that's your thing, more power I can't do it. I cannot do it. I don't feel clean, and I have very oily hair and skin. Thanks, Dad. Which is not entirely a bad thing. But I can probably go without, blowing it dry, because I know that that dries it out and damages it. I need to find some new product because what I'm using is just sticky and I can't ever get it to wash out of my hair unless I use, and don't cringe, Dawn. That's the only thing I have. I gotta go tomorrow and get some of that Neutrogena shampoo that'll, take all the product and stuff out of your hair, and use that once or twice a week because that's pretty good shampoo. And other than that, they said that your hair on average will grow about 6 inches a year. So I've already got like 2 months under my belt without even trying because it was so short. Now the picture on my thumbnail is what I'm going for, color and style. She's got this thing going over, and I'm not doing that because I can't, no. But that's in general what I'm going for. Something about, at the end of my neck here is, I think would be good. I never can quite get it there, it gets to here but for as short as it was in, we'll say the beginning of July, okay, there was none of this. I couldn't even do this. And that's pretty short. I know you're probably saying, well, that's short, I couldn't even do that. Run my fingers through it and grab it and hold it up like that. Because there wasn't any. It was just like a 5 o'clock shadow on a man. So since the beginning of July, that's what we'll go with. She even cut off the sideburns to like up here. So you can see how much they've already grown. And it's starting, and I'm very happy, to come over my ears. And so when I fix it in the morning, I take a little hairspray or whatever on my fingers and I brush this part back behind my ears because, it looks like flippy or whatever if it just hangs over the top of your ears like that. Anyway, it's Friday afternoon and I knew we've got things to do. So I'm going to let you go. This is my new quest. Stick with me. We'll see what happens. I'm not going to put any dye. Like I said, no dyes, no bleaching. No, it's just going to be what it is. So I've got some baseball caps in there. I'll probably be wearing those a lot. And just growing it out until I can't stand the mullet. And then I'll just have my, the back of it like cut so it'll all eventually grow out. The last time I grew it out, I had bleached it blonde. And when I look back at pictures of me then, that was not a good look. I'm not sure why somebody didn't say, you might want to go back to brunette. But anyway, this is what I'm going to be doing for the next few months, and we'll see what happens. And, we'll update it throughout and see what happens. And then if I get to a point where I'm like, I need a haircut, you guys can say, that's not what you said you were going to do. So you can hold me accountable. And that's it. And that's what I've been thinking about all day. Well, not all day, but this afternoon. And I wanted to get on here and share it with you guys, my friends, so that you know what rabbit hole I'm going down now. And you can be there with me. So I hope you have a great weekend. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.